Hey, what's going on? Coming at you from Chicago, Illinois. So, with these videos, sometimes I make more serious tone videos. So, I just kind of sometimes want to counterbalance that by discussing um, making lighthearted videos. So, I found this lighthearted article. This one is from CNBC.com, and the title of this article is "A 67-year-old American shares what retirement is really like with no work and all that free time." So this article isn't that old. It was published March 30th of this year in 2023. And I don't know if this is the writer talking about her experience or if she interviewed this retiree and put it in first tense, but this is what this person had to say. In 2006, I packed my bags and moved from Santa Cruz, California to Mazatlan, Mexico. I was attracted by the city's beauty and tropical climate, a simpler lifestyle, and the chance to have a real adventure. So I never heard of this place, Mazatlan, Mexico. So I did a quick Google search, and if you guys know where Puerto Vallarta is, it's just basically northbound. And I saw some pictures. It definitely looks like a tropical place. Getting back to the article, I continued my career as a freelance writer and even started my own magazine before I decided to retire in 2018. That's when everything shifted. In theory, retirement with no work and all that free time sounds like a dream. No deadlines? Question mark. Living near the beach on a 420 per month rental apartment? Question mark. Count me in. But it wasn't an entirely smooth journey at first. So now I'm just going to go ahead and summarize sort of the rest of the article. This woman said that once she retired, she lost her circle of friends, which she didn't foresee. So I think she's alluding to she worked for a company and then she retired, and then she lost that interaction with her coworkers, her friends. So I think that could be a common misconception. If you're a retiree and you're about to retire from a company, and you have these friendships that you've built over the years in a company, and a lot of your friends are at that company, when you retire, you're going to lose that those circle of friends. So it's I think it's something that some people may overlook. Or like this woman, she didn't foresee that. She now had a lot of free time on her hands and didn't know how to constructively use her time. So she was so used to going, if she had a 9 to 5, used to spending a lot of her time at work. So now she kind of needed to replace that time and fill in that space with something different. She eventually collected herself over the years since initially retiring, and she says she still wakes up at 6 a.m. or every day, but instead of going to the office, she goes surfing, has breakfast with friends, or takes a brisk walk. She says she still does a little freelance work, which helps her to feel productive. And then at the end of the article, she says she wants to make the most of her time. She wants to make the most of the time she has left. Make the most of the time while she's still physically alive. She says that even a smile at a fellow beach walker is a worthwhile exchange to her. So I think that's cool that she had her challenges at the beginning of her retirement, but she ended up making her situation work for her. So now I'm just going to read really quickly from the Bible. And with this Bible, you can read this every day. And as I'm making this video, it's April 7th. And I'm going to be reading Luke 33 through 34. Sell your possessions and give to those in need. This will store up treasure for you in heaven. Let the purses of heaven never get old or develop holes. Your treasure will be safe. No thief can steal it, and no moth can destroy it. Wherever your treasure is, there the desires of your heart will also be. So what do I take away from all this information? I don't know if this Bible verse relates to this article, but I'll just repeat the last sentence. Wherever your treasure is, there the desires of your heart will also be. So I think it's kind of alluding to, if you have big desires, if you have big desires and go after those desires, you can have a bigger treasure. And if you have small desires, then you're just going to have a smaller treasure. So getting back to this article, I think it's cool that this article, it does kind of point out those misconceptions about retirement. You know, like I said, this person thought she was going to have just like all this free time, everything was just going to be like smooth sailing, but it turned out that she had some obstacles. And you know, I've said this in some of my older videos, that I had seen a video of this guy. He was a drug addict, and then the interviewer kind of helped him along to go to detox, and it looked like things were getting better for him, but then he ended up relapsing and then going back on the street. And then the interviewer, he did like a follow-up interview, and then the guy who had relapsed was telling the interviewer that it's a battle, you know. And I think that this life, it is a battle. There is no real smooth sailing. I mean, yes, there's times where you can take your foot off the gas pedal. There's times where you can relax, things like that. But it's definitely a challenging life, whether you're young or old, retired, not retired. So, but it also helps to work on that relationship with our Creator, say our prayers, and He will definitely see us through if we do our part. So that was today's video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.